everyone! Today I have 15 common mistakes you should never make in Bloxburg and what to do instead, so let's get right into it. The first mistake is buying Bloxburg cash. Bloxburg has a lot of options for buying money. They even have subscriptions with real money now. However, you should never buy Bloxburg cash. It is a waste of Robux and you make more from working. The subscriptions offered can be a good option if you just need a little money, but they don't compare to how much you can make from working. For example, the best subscription offers 60k a month or $8 US, but at a high work level, you can make double that in less than 1 hour. You will save so much Robux and have way more money if you work instead of buying it. The second mistake is bulldozing plots. Deleting your plots is often something people regret since you cannot undo it and you only get 70% of your money back. Don't bulldoze plots without thinking about it, and if you don't know if you're gonna regret it or not, then just do not bulldoze your plot. I have deleted so many plots of mine, and I regret deleting some of my favorite builds. Only bulldoze your plots if you are 100% sure you don't want them anymore and won't regret it. If you aren't using a plot, then I would suggest bulldozing it for money and plot space. I would recommend taking pictures of any plots you bulldoze first though, just in case you want to recreate them in the future. The third mistake is using delete instead of undo. When you're building, you obviously need to delete things, but using the delete button only gives you 70% of your money back from what you're deleting. If you use the undo button instead, you will get all of your money back. It's much smarter to use undo instead of delete whenever it's possible. Additionally, once you exit build mode, you undo what you did before exiting, so try to stay in build mode as long as possible so you can use undo more and save money. The next mistake is paying your bills too often. If you have automatic pay bills turned on, you should turn that off. This is because you should only pay your bills when it's necessary. For example, if you're working or role-playing at someone else's house when your bills are due, there's literally no reason to pay them until you need to use their house. So to save money, go into settings, turn off automatic pay bills, and only pay your bills when you actually need to. The next mistake is giving strangers permissions. Most people know that you shouldn't give strangers co-owner since they can wreak havoc on your house and delete everything. But you should also be careful with roommate and guest permissions. Roommates can sometimes build on your plot and drain your money. They can also change all of your decals that you took so long to find. Guests can take your food, leave doors open, and other infuriating things. To avoid people ruining your house, you should customize your permissions so roommates and guests can't do as much, and be super careful with who you do give permissions to. The next mistake is not working enough. Working can be super boring and take forever, so most people don't want to work. But it is very important to work so you have enough money for everything you want. Instead of avoiding working, try just working for a few minutes every day and then working for longer when you get a chance to. Make sure to listen to music or watch a show while you're working to stay entertained. This makes it so much easier. The next mistake is donating too much. It's generous to donate to people, but there is nothing wrong with keeping all of your money for yourself. You can be too nice to people and donate too much, which means you will have less money and have to work more. Instead, be selective with who you donate to and how much you're donating, especially because you don't know if people even need money. Remember that others can work as well. I only donate to people I know to save money. Speaking of donating, the next mistake is begging people for money. Most people find this extremely irritating, and for good reason. People who beg for money in Bloxburg often won't take no for an answer and are rude to the people that they're asking to give them money in the first place. Even if you are polite to people though, most people will not donate. Having a tip station at your plot is a much more effective way to ask for money without begging and annoying people. Next is not saving update items. We get a lot of different items during seasonal updates, some of which can be used year-round, but these items go away after their update, so not saving them means you won't have them for another year. I have never stocked up on update items until this year, and I would always regret not having some item that wouldn't come back for a long time. Make a plot to stock up during every update and save the items you want to use after the update is gone. I made this stock plot for Valentine's items, and I regret not doing this last year. The items are so cute and can be used for normal houses. Next is building a house without planning. Planning is important before you build any house. If you don't plan, it will take you so much longer to build and you will delete way more, which means it costs more money. Building is also more fun when you have a plan. You don't need anything super detailed, but having some inspiration pictures and a layout is incredibly useful. Also, make sure you have enough money before building. You should have at least 25k for a small house and more for larger houses, so you don't run out while you're building and have to work at the worst time. Next is buying avatar items directly from Roblox. You may be thinking, how else would you buy your avatar items? You can actually buy any item on the Roblox catalog through Bloxburg. All you have to do is find the item you want to purchase, customize your avatar at a dresser, and then click the plus sign by the category it belongs to and paste the code of the item. Continue pasting codes for the items you plan on buying. Then you can click buy at the bottom here. You get free Blockbucks for buying catalog items through Bloxburg. You would already be spending the same amount of Robux on Roblox itself anyway, so you might as well buy them on Bloxburg to earn Blockbucks. Next is not leveling up your skills. Do not ignore your skills, especially the ones that don't have a lot of levels yet. Leveling up your skills has lots of awards, including money and trophies. Also, skills like your cooking skill unlock more food to make, and your gardening skill unlocks more plants. You should level your skills up sooner rather than later, because Bloxburg will probably change the other skills to be like the athletic skill. This means the skills will be way harder to level up on since they will have more levels. If you already have your skills maxed out, when they update them though, you won't have to do anything extra and you will get all the new awards added. So go level up your skills while it's still easy to do so. Next is buying expensive things. There's nothing wrong with buying expensive things, but you should really do it in moderation. There's no need to buy things like an expensive car or lots of decorations unless you want to. Be careful with what you buy and ask yourself if you're gonna use it before you buy it. I never buy expensive cars with Bloxburg cash. I buy cars using Blockbucks instead. I also never buy the deep pools since they are so expensive. Things like this will help you save lots of money over time. Next is buying the wrong game passes. If you don't have all of the game passes and are looking to buy one, be careful with what you choose. Some game passes are better than others. I would not buy Premium, Marvelous Mood, Large Plot, Basements, or Transform Plus if you don't have other game passes first. I'd highly recommend buying Excellent Employee, Advanced Placing, and Multiple Floors before anything else. Excellent Employee should be your top priority because it increases how much money you make drastically. It is the best game pass in the game, in my opinion, and definitely worth the price. The last mistake is cross-trading between other games. This applies to all games on Roblox. Do not go and trade your Bloxburg cash for anything in another game like Royal High or Adopt Me. You have a very high chance of getting scammed. It's super easy for you to give the person Bloxburg cash and fulfill your part of the trade, and then they can just block you and leave and never fulfill their part of the trade. It's also banned on Roblox to do any sort of cross-trading. If you get caught doing cross trades, then you will probably be banned and lose all of your progress. It is not worth the risk at all. Anyway, that is going to be all for this video. Feel free to subscribe for more Bloxburg content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.